Hi guys, Creative Lori here. Welcome. Okay, I got a tiny little haul from the food bank right there in the center. That's what I got. This is from November 21st, right before Thanksgiving. I'm kind of displaying everything I'm going to be making for Thanksgiving with some stuff I already had from the food bank, and I bought 4 things. And I have 5 things, sorry. No, 4 things, sorry. 4 things. Okay, remember I got a bunch of those packages. So I'm making a shepherd's pie with that ground beef that I got and that little squash, the potatoes, the bell peppers. That squash is delicious, by the way. Potatoes, bell pepper, and I ended up putting some different things like squash, like that yellow squash you saw there. This is what I got at the food bank. It wasn't very much, but I'm glad I went. So I got some carrots, I got some yams, onions, apples, persimmons. My dad loves the persimmons. So I used the carrots, the onions, of course, and I was going to put it in that pot, but I decided not to because it was a lot. So I actually ended up making 2 of them, but I froze half of it to do another one another time. So I bought a bag of this, and I believe it was $1. And I used that. And I used that organic broth that I had already gotten. And the instant mashed potatoes, which I got a big package of. I jarred it up and labeled it, but I did use that for the topping, or you could use like the little packages too, which I was just showing. But I used the regular instant, and it was so good. My dad and my tenant said at the time. Then I'm making lasagna for myself. So a jar of pasta sauce. Remember when I got all of that Parmesan Romano, and I separated it out and froze it. So I still had some left. I used that huge half of that ricotta that I just was pointing to, and I was going to put butternut squash in it, but I didn't. But I did buy a can of Muir Glen diced tomatoes, and that was on sale at that nice store that I can't afford, but it was on special. So I used 1 can with it, and I was going to use that spaghetti. It's not a spaghetti squash, it's just a yellow pumpkin, and it's like squash, and it was delicious in the shepherd's pie. Then with that lettuce, I made a nice wedge salad. And what I also got was some bacon. So that's what made me think of doing a wedge salad. So my dad was really happy about getting the bacon, of course. But I did buy some creamy Caesar dressing for $1.99, and that was for the wedge salad. Obviously, I'm not going to put bacon on mine because I don't eat meat. But then, I took some buns out and defrosted them. Now, those I already had from a long time ago from the dollar store. And then I was thinking about I could possibly, I think I'm talking about here because I'm doing a voiceover, what I could make instead of the shepherd's pie. And I don't know if I was going to make stuffing or not. I ended up using the stuffing to thicken up the shepherd's pie, like just a little bit. And then I sauteed the butternut squash on the side and added it to the shepherd's pie too. So the walnuts and the apples, I was going to be making an Apple Hills cake. And we did eat those buns too for Thanksgiving. And I thought I was going to make two those pans worth of it, but I ended up running out of time. So I did not make that. I ended up making it later and froze part of it. Those were the walnuts also from the food bank, and that flour. I'm just so blessed getting all of this, you guys. Really, it's been such a huge help. I did have the brown sugar left and some sugar, and that was perfect. That was from my dad's house, actually. I think at this point my dad already moved in at this point. So that is it. You know, things just kind of build off each other. And, you know, you might have to purchase some things. Oh, I forgot. I also bought the carbonated water from the 99-cent store. So you just buy a handful of things, mix what you already have in your pantry, because things will build off of each other, like that slow cooker packet I used in the shepherd's pie. All right, here I'm going to insert some of the photos the day after Thanksgiving. So that's the shepherd's pie. See, it got all nice and crusty and browned on the top. And it was really good, my dad said, and my tenant. So they enjoyed that for the next few nights. And it was really easy. So I had another one I could make with everything, because that 1 pound of ground beef really made a lot, and with all the veggies I put in it. So I just sauteed everything. So then I made a lasagna for myself. It was vegetarian. And my tenant loved it. He loved it so much that I offered him, you know, to take it to some to work with him. So he had almost the rest of it for his lunches. But I did add some of my pesto that I made. Remember when I made all that pesto? So I added my last package of my homemade pesto that I also made from the food bank Abundance that I got of spinach. It was a spinach pesto, and he loved it. He actually really enjoyed it, he said. He said the pesto really made it, and he didn't miss the meat at all. So this was it, you guys. It was pretty simple, but it was really nice, you know, because they're both heavy meals, you know, the shepherd's pie and the lasagna, but pairing it with the nice crisp wedge salad. And for me, like the little onions, those fried onions on top, really kind of took the place of bacon. So it was perfect. And we were stuffed. We did not miss the dessert. And we also had, you know, some rolls with it. So we were good, very good. So for $5 spent and the food bank food, I mean, we had a feast. So, you know, just pick up a few things and mix it in with your pantry items, and you've got a feast, you guys. One last thing, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.